Hi guys, I hope you're all having a wonderful Sunday. If you are new, then hello and welcome. I hope you are subscribed. My name is Helen, also known as Crease, so whichever one is easier for you to say, then use that one. And if you're not new, you are old and came back. I don't mean like you're old as in age, as in you've subscribed from last week. But yeah, if you've come back, then welcome back. Nice to see you again. And yeah, so today, as I promised, I'm going to show you guys how I got this gold glittery eyeshadow look. So I recorded this and I'm going to tell you guys what I use, like step by step. So if you want to know how I got this nice makeup look, then get yourself a cup of tea and keep watching. So the white stuff on my face, don't be alarmed, it's just my primer. I use the Milk and Magnesia on my face because I'm very oily and it works for me. So that's what the white stuff is. So first we're going to start with our eyebrows, and I use the Makeup Revolution eyebrow pomade or eyebrow gel, whatever you guys call it. I use that to do my eyebrows. And brush wise, I use this very thin angled brush that I got from Primark. It has like a spoolie on the opposite end, which is just perfect for doing your eyebrows because you need the brush and the spoolie. So yeah, I'm just using this eyebrow gel to fill in my brows, and I'll suggest for you to fill your brows however you like to fill them, because obviously everybody has their own eyebrow shape. Just follow the shape of your natural brows, and whichever shape suits your face, then go for that, because we're all different. You can't follow how I do my eyebrows because it might not suit your face. So do what works for you, okay? And now I'm just using the spoolie to fade in the front bit of my brow because I don't want that bit to be too dark or too harsh. Now I'm going to take this flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to use the concealer, the LA Girl Pro concealer in the shade Beautiful Bronze, and this shade is basically my skin tone. I don't like using like, oh sorry guys, I don't like using like a lighter concealer for my eyebrow because I feel like it looks too much, and this concealer works for me. So yeah, I'm just using the concealer underneath my brows, and what I like to do is I start at the brow bone, go all the way down to the tail, just like so, and then I start at the front and connect the two lines together, just like you can see. So yeah, I just conceal underneath my brows, and I'm going to do the same at the top as well. I also bring my concealer all the way down to my eyes because I like using concealer as my eyeshadow primer, so that's why I do that. But yeah, again, just conceal the top of your brows like so. And make sure you take your time with your eyebrows, guys, because your eyebrows is what frames your face. So if you've messed that up, then you're going to mess up the rest of your makeup. So I suggest take your time with your brows, because I do. And I'm just taking this fluffy eyeshadow brush, and I'm just using it to blend in between the brows to get that faded effect again, and all around the eyebrows as well. I'm going to add a bit more concealer on my lid to act as a primer, like I said before, for our eyeshadow. And I'm just going to blend that in. Then taking my damp beauty sponge from Real Technique, I'm going to use this powder from Black Opal in the shade Neutral Light. And I'm using it to set the concealer so our eyeshadow does not crease when we apply it later on. Now I'm taking this yellow eyeshadow from Kiko. And what I do is I literally pat the shadow first before I start blending, so the pigment shows basically. And I'm going to use this yellow as a transition color. So I'm just putting that all over my crease, and I'm getting very close to my eyebrows like you can see. Again, on the other eye, just pack the shadow first before you start blending. And we're just using this shade as our first transition color. And now I'm using this eyeshadow palette that I got from Amazon, and I'm using like an orange shade from that palette. I'm gonna use that as my second transition color. I'm gonna add down top of the yellow, but as you can see, I'm not blending that all the way up to my eyebrows like I did with the yellow, so I'm just keeping that on the crease. Now I'm going with a brown shade from the same Amazon palette, and I'm gonna put that on top of the orange just to make it a bit darker. And to be honest guys, this palette from Amazon is not that pigmented, like it's not the best, so I'm gonna try and buy the Morphe eyeshadow palette because I think they're more pigmented, but for now this will work and it turns out fine at the end, so I don't mind it. So yeah, make sure your eyeshadow is fully blended because we don't want any weird looking eyeshadow, guys. Now I'm going to use this very tiny eyeshadow brush, and I'm using this concealer. Again, it's the LA Girl Pro concealer, but this is in the shade medium beige, I believe. Yeah, it's medium beige. It's just a very light concealer, and I'm using that to cut my crease. So yeah, just use this very light concealer to cut your crease, to create that nice cut crease. Make sure the line is perfect and sharp, because that's what gives you that perfect cut crease, and which is creating like a half moon shape, like you can see. And the tip for you guys as well, what I do is I put concealer on my lash line and then look up like so. Yeah, just look up, and wherever your concealer transfers to, that's where you're going to cut your crease. Basically, it just gives you like a guideline of like where to cut your crease. So I just draw that line very carefully and slowly as possible because you don't want to mess this up. So take your time and just create that half moon shape. Going back with that fluffy eyeshadow brush, I'm going to add a little bit of that brown eyeshadow just on the outer corner to just blend everything. Now I'm using a flat eyeshadow brush, and I'm going to take that yellow that we used before as a transition, and I'm just going to pack that on top of the concealer. So we're just basically setting the concealer with this yellow eyeshadow. So just pack it on top. Do the same on the other eye, just pack it on to cover all the concealer basically. Going back with that same fluffy eyeshadow brush again, just make sure you blend everything so all the lines are all seamless and just blended. And now I'm taking this what's it called, glitter primer from NYX. It just helps the glitter stick to your eye basically. So I'm just putting that all over the cut crease on top of that yellow basically. I just use a very small angle brush to do this. Then I'm taking that same brush and I'm going to dip it into the glitter, and I'm just going to pack that on top of the glitter primer. And as you can see, it just sticks. So the primer is very good. And these glitters, I got them from eBay. I think they're like, because they're coming in like little pots, and I think it's like 99p for one pot. But I get it from this seller where they sell like, if you buy 3 pots, they give you 7 for free. So you get 10 for the price of 3, if that makes sense. So you can just purchase 3, which is basically like £3, but then you get 10. They just give you 7 extra, which is pretty good. And I have them like in different colors, and I can't wait to use them. I have like greens, I have purples, I have oranges. It's just, yeah, I can't wait to use them. It's just so pretty. Again, going back with that fluffy brush, just blending everything. Now I'm just taking my mascara, and I'm going to coat my top lash with mascara, prepping them for the false eyelashes that we're about to put on in a bit. Any mascara would do, to be honest. These eyelashes, I got them from AliExpress, and the glue that I use is the Jewel glue in black, so the red one, yeah, it's black inside, because the blue one is the clear one, yeah, so the red one is the black one. I like using the black one because it's just a preference of mine. I just prefer using the black one, and I use tweezers to apply my eyelashes, which just makes life a lot easier and quicker. And make sure your glue is tacky, because if it's not, then you're going to be there for like half an hour. The tackier the glue is, the easier it is for you to put your eyelashes on. Now we're going to move on to foundation, and I use the NYX Can't Stop Won't Stop foundation in the shade Mocha. I love this foundation, guys. It's literally so good. Like it's very matte, and because my face is really oily, so this foundation just works perfectly. And it's kind of full coverage as well. I'll say medium to full coverage. It literally covers everything. I have like little dark spots on my face, so this I literally don't even color correct, because my foundation just covers everything, to be honest with you. So yeah, I just love this foundation. Like, it's flawless, honestly. It's like flawless. Oh gosh. But yeah, I'm just using this foundation brush, which is like, it's like flat at the top, and it just works wonders. So yeah, make sure you get your neck too, guys, because we don't want that foundation line, because that's not very cute. Actually, it's not cute at all, so don't do it. But yeah, just make sure everything is blended. Now to conceal, not to conceal, but to highlight. Yeah, that's the word. To highlight, I'm going to use the LA Girl Pro Concealer again. Basically, all my concealers are from the same brand, LA Girl. And this shade is Fawn. And I literally just put that under my eyes, on top of my mouth, and on my chin. And I also put it on my nose, but I forgot. But I will do it in a bit, you'll see. But yeah, just put it everywhere that you would highlight. And then I go with my Real Technique beauty sponge, and make sure it's damp. You can't blend your concealer with a dry sponge, guys. Make sure it's nice and damp. And I'm just using it to blend everything. And I bring my concealer very close to my nose as well, because it gives me that contoured nose effect without me actually contouring. Like, you'll see what I mean once everything is blended. Well, you can't, yeah, you can see sort of like now, like my nose looks contoured without me actually contouring. And yeah, I just added the concealer on my nose because I forgot to do that when I did everything else. But yeah, make sure you put it on the bridge of your nose as well and blend that. And now I've turned my sponge over, and I'm using the flat side to just blend those harsh lines. So with the concealer and my foundation like blends in together, so you don't see like, oh, the concealer stops here, the foundation starts there. Like, you want that line to be seamless, like that transition to be seamless, basically. Like, now it all looks blended and perfect. Now I'm going back with that same powder we used to set our concealer on our eyes. It's the black opal powder in the shade Neutral Light, and I'm using it to set everywhere that I highlighted. And as you can see, I bring the powder very close to my nose as well to give me that contoured nose effect. Just pull it everywhere that you highlighted. And I'm using the same damp sponge, by the way. And now I'm using my powder brush, and I'm using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish in the shade Dark Deep. Yeah, I think it's Dark Deep. And I'm just using that to put all of my face in the places that I did not highlight. So I'm just putting out all over my face, besides where there's that light powder, basically. And I also like to take it over my eyebrows as well, so you don't get that shiny brow. Now I'm using that same MAC powder to contour my nose, because I don't like using my contour palette to do that because it's a bit too dark. Now I'm using my contour palette, which is the Sleek in Dark, and I'm just using that to contour my cheeks, and I take it on my forehead as well. because I have a big forehead, as everybody keep telling me. But hey, I like my forehead, it's so good. Now I'm basically taking all the eyeshadows that I put on top of my eyes. I'm gonna do the same on the bottom. So I'm first starting with that yellow shade that we used at the start. I'm just putting that on my lash line. Now I'm going with the orange. I'm just using that fluffy eyeshadow brush, and now using the flat brush I'm going to take that brown, because I really want it very close to my lash line, so that's why I'm taking the flat brush and just putting that underneath my eyes as well. Now going back with my powder brush, I'm going to wipe all the excess powder away. Now this is the LA Girl Pro Concealer as well, but it's the white one. It's like the white concealer basically, and I use that as like a white eyeliner, if you get what I mean. I think it's just easier to apply compared to using an actual pencil like an eyeliner. So I just like using this white concealer, and I'm just using a very thin brush to apply this, and I'm just putting that on my waterline to give me that white eyeliner look. Now I'm taking this blush. It's from this blush palette that I got from Body Care, and I'm just using like a dark pink shade, and I really love blush because it just brings color to my face, so I kind of go overboard, but I like that look. If you don't like that look, you don't have to put as much as I do, but if you like how my makeup turns out, then you can put as much as I did. I'm just spraying my face using the Avon Fix Spray. Now I'm using this Colourpop highlight. It's like a cream highlighter. It comes in a little pot, and I'm just putting on my inner tear duct because I just like doing it. It just opens my eyes. Like I can't do makeup without putting highlight on my inner tear duct. It just won't happen. I put it on the tip of my nose as well, above my lip, my cupid's bow, and I'm gonna put that on the bridge of my nose as well. And I'm just using my finger to blend all of that. I'm gonna use the same highlight to highlight my cheekbones, and I'm using this fan brush, this small fan brush. On top of that cream highlight, I'm gonna add this powder highlight, which is from Makeup Revolution. It's basically like a bronzer, but I use it as a highlight because it's a bit too light for me to use as a bronzer. Going back with my blush brush, I'm just gonna blend everything together. Now I'm taking this dark brown lip liner, and I'm just gonna use it to line all around my lips. I literally can't put lipstick without outlining my lips with a dark pencil first. Apart from when I'm putting like Vaseline on, then I don't do that, but yeah, whenever I'm putting lipstick on, I have to outline my lips with a dark brown lip pencil because it just makes them look better. And I'm going to put mascara on my bottom lash line. Not my bottom lash line, my bottom eyelashes, what am I talking about? Yeah. Because they're not very visible, so I have to put mascara on them to make them visible. There's been a day where I literally did my makeup and I forgot to do this, and I went outside. I was like, my face looks weird. Why does my face look weird? And I realized I had no mascara on. Now I'm just using this nude, what do you call it, liquid lipstick from W7. I'm just putting it in the center of my lips, and I'm just gonna put my lips together and just blend that all around. And there you have it, guys. This is our final look. So this is how I got this nice cute glittery eyeshadow makeup look. So please leave this video a big thumbs up. Leave me a comment down below of what you liked about the video or any other questions that you have for me. So yeah, I hope you really liked this video, and please make sure you share, subscribe, and please come back next time because I'm gonna upload on Sunday again, as I always do. So yeah, thank you very much, guys. Bye.